Your wife? We're the forgotten ones.
I'm Ronnie's first cousin.
Colin, you stay here.
Mother's nephew married. I'm on the Donaldson side.
Colin.
My brother-in-law Dave, sister Judy, cousin Vicky, cousin Susie, cousin Don, cousin Donna, cousin Ted. This is one left of one generation. Uncle Bob, my Aunt Jane.
Bob is my mother's brother. He's the last of the group. We're so happy to have him here with us. And I'm close behind.
Okay, Tammy.
Okay, I'll stand up.
She's the oldest. I'm the oldest. I'm Tammy. I'm Mary Ann's daughter. And, yep, this is our group. This is my niece, Autumn, which is Stephanie's daughter. And my daughter, Natasha. Autumn's little girl, Addison. My sister Gretchen's daughter, Elise. This is my youngest sister Gretchen. Her oldest daughter, Hannah. And her husband, Casey. And then that guy over there is my husband. And Fallon's over there.
I'm Tisha, I'm Gloria's daughter. This is my daughter Savannah, and my son Noah. This is my brother Nick, my brother Joel. That's Joel's son William, and Grace, his daughter, and his other daughter Allison, his wife Maricela. This is Emma, which is my niece Vanessa's daughter. She's back over there. And her other daughter, Brooke. And she's holding Kaylin and her boyfriend, Sean.
No,
And
stay
this
away
is
from
Laura,
the
which
candy
is
table.
Nick's girlfriend. Play your daddy. Okay, go, Joey.
My name is Joey. I'm Mary Ann's grandson. My mother, Stephanie. My sister, Raven. My significant other, Gabby. My father's over there standing up. He's a heavy set one.
This is none of my family over here. This is my cousin Vicky. Where's Ron? Right here. There's Ron, her husband. This is my Aunt Laura and Chip, her son Mark, my sister-in-law Cynthia, my brother Gary.
Ronnie left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my brother Ronnie left. And that's Gloria and John. I think that's everybody, isn't it? Okay.
Huh? Come on, John.
Who's John?
Sheila did.
I was Ron's favorite brother-in-law. I'll go. So I'm married to Stephanie, who Uncle Ron used to call Petunia. So I'm Petunia's husband. I used to be skinny. She used to be fat. Roles have changed. This is my favorite son-in-law, Sergio. Married to Autumn. Again, he's my only son-in-law, if I can say that. Unlike Mike and some of the others. And their two children, Addison and Carson. I'm not sure where Carson's over here eating all the candy. She's following Uncle Ron's footsteps.
Okay, well, I just want to thank everybody for coming. I know Ronnie would have loved to be here, to be with all of you. And we were married for 44 years. He would have been 75, the 28th of this month. And I told him here about a week for the first. I told him, now, you know you have to make it till the first of the year so I can claim you on my taxes. And he did. He made it to the third. So he obliged me again. So, but anyway, I just wanted to thank Ronnie and Michelle for, he got to the point where he could eat. That he could eat their homemade jerky. And they kept him supplied in the jerky. And in fact, Michelle even mailed them some a couple of times when they couldn't get in to bring it to him. So, but we all enjoyed it. So, see my notes here. Oh, yeah.
I can't read your writing.
I know. I have to tell you about his haircut. And about a year ago, it was starting to get difficult for him to get into the barber shop. So when he did go, he had him give him like a buzz. I don't know, you call it a butch, I guess, back then. It was very, very short. In fact, Joel has one, I think. Yeah, like that, so, and then he would let it grow out. Well, here about 6 weeks or so ago, he asked Brent if he could just trim around his ears a little bit. So he did, and it looked pretty good. Well, then about a month later, he asked, well, will you give me a haircut? So I'm in the kitchen or somewhere, and Brent's out there giving his dad a haircut. Well, he forgot to put the trimmer up, and he was shaving him. So he waits till he gets up about here and he calls me. And when I walked out in the garage, I couldn't help it. I tried not to laugh. But Britt and I were in tears. And all Ronnie did was, "What's going on back there?" Didn't get mad. Which I expected, and he didn't. And so, anyway, he was a good sport about it, and I was able to kind of, he had to go really short. But I noticed on the way home from Vacaville one day, I was in the back seat behind him, and I saw some hair sticking up. And I thought, well, I gotta go back and trim those up. He was always going around with some hair sticking up. He would part it the wrong way, so it would stick up that way instead of going over this way. So, anyway, I gotta tell you about the pies. Brenda didn't know what to get her dad for Christmas. So she thought, well, I'll order him some frozen pies and send them up there. So she did, and they were here. And he had a couple of apple berry pies. He really liked it. So she thought, well, your birthday's coming up, I'll order you more pies. Well, he passed away before we could get the pies. So those apple pies over there are compliments of one. Those are his pies. And so are the candy bars out there. That's the last of his stash. So, and I noticed Steffi was thinking the same thing. I see the candy bouquet over there. Yeah, for mine. Yeah, that's the leftover stash. So anyway, I am so thankful that everyone got together. And if there's anybody else that would like to say anything about Ronnie, please feel free. You know, that's all I got to say. Thank you, Sheila.
I was in the construction trade, so was Ronnie, and I got married, and I really didn't put two and two together until, you know, we finally all met, and there was always, I'd see him on top of roofs doing sheet metal and what have you, and he would talk down to a young fellow down there named Robbie, and he would tell him the dimensions of, you know, whatever had to be done with the house on the air conditioning, what have you, and it was always perfect. And I was having where I was at a Tiger Christmas party, and there was a customer, Dennis Brower, was there, and we were just having a cocktail, and he was saying, who are you related to again? And then I just said Ron Lewis, and he just went nuts. And he said he never had to worry ever on any job that Ronnie was involved in. Everything was just precise and perfect, and he always used to the day that Ronnie retired, he used matting at all times. And then to a little more recent story, I was up to the house the day before he passed, and I can remember he was trying to tell a story, and he went to Sister Mary Ann and said, okay, I know you're going to interrupt me 16 times. He started telling a cancer story about Nick, and then at Pinecrest and Mike and them about getting a permit to put sticks in the fire. And she just, all of a sudden she starts saying, okay, that's number 2. This went on for 5 minutes, and we got all the way to, I think it was 18, he said. But he had a sense of humor to my last thoughts of him, and he was excellent. And for her, I know that she loved him more than anything in the world. Thank you.
Kissed him before I left him. And so I come over there to give him a kiss, and I'm kind of going, he's looking at me and he's going, you're not sick, are you? love you dearly. We're going to really miss you.
I've got a few things that I want to say about talking about Dad and being in the sheet metal industry for it was kind of a trip. This is how we grew up. Because when I was little, I had a doll cradle. And it was a plastic cradle, but the bottom got broke. It was kind of flimsy, just cardboard. And so, next thing I know, Dad made one out of sheet metal, so you'll never have to worry about that. And it fit perfect. It lasted the whole time. I didn't have to worry about that. And then when I was a teenager, it was kind of a joke because I needed help with geometry. And well, Dad, can you help me? Go get my sheet metal books. Okay, so I go and he had sheet metal books. These were back from the 60s.
Not earlier.
Sheet metal. And I open them up and I was like, well, can you explain this? Because I don't understand. It's the same thing as my book, but it looks like a pipe instead of just a cylinder. You know, it's like, he's like, if you can't figure that out, then there's no hope. Which I think is because he forgot. He had to cover his bases. But he would also make, so it became a joke with Dad, where if I had a question or Brent had a question, he'd be like, go get my sheet metal. Also, one thing about Dad that we have good memories about, that probably a lot of people, I don't know if people know about, but Dad was a talker. He questioned, he taught me to not necessarily believe everything I read or take people's question authority, although I think that he kind of regretted that sometimes when his daughter turned around and questioned his. But we would sit outside growing up and have long talks, and then even Britt and I, Dad would come home and he'd be like, let's go out back, let's get the sleeping bags. We'd lay out sleeping bags and look up at the stars and talk for hours. This is when we were little, all the way up until the years. And even one time Dad had to go out front. I'm not sure why. And Brent and I fell asleep. And we woke up in the morning with cars for everyone to work. Dad's not there.
I always think of that
Yeah, we had a lot of really good memories. I feel like I got my silent strength from my mom. I got my dad's outer strength. And people that know me well know that. We're gonna miss him, but we're just happy that we know he's in a better place. He's not hurting anymore. And he would have absolutely loved this. I mean, there's no doubt in my heart that he's watching download this all right now and laughing and really, really enjoying that the family's all together again. And so hopefully we can do this again more often. And so that's just basically it. Just, we love him dearly, and he's going to be missed. So thank you.
Second.
guys out to see him. I remember when he was in Prince. That was in the 60s. Ronnie, just a great guy. You know, I feel like I almost grew up with him. You know, he's always a comedian. Always bringing candy for the kids. Bring candy for the kids. Bring the whole grocery bag. The mothers that just go crazy.
They love to see their uncle coming out.
Hallelujah.
He loved the joke. You know, he was full Prince on all the kids. And it's one of his trademarks. You know, I remember when Pat and I first got together, he was always there. He used to take a drink now and then. Sometimes in the late evening when I go to bed, he'd call and ask me to come give him a ride. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. You know, Ronnie and I did a lot of things together. We were camping and did things, and he was just, you know, he's going to be sorely missed. It's hard to believe he's gone.
You know, I appreciated the times that we got to spend the holidays at your garage. A lot of fun. I think one of the most memorable ones was when my son got bit by, I think it was Ginger. He got bit through the cheek. I think that's what ended those parties. But I really did enjoy Uncle Ron's spirit, and he was always very jovial and just easy to be around. And I appreciated that in him. So, and he'll be really missed.
This is one thing that happened just before he died, and when he was visiting the night before he died, he was telling me, and I guess it was, I think the hospice person came to care of me, but anyway, I guess she was talking about her, she was a single mother and her children, and it was a very good Christmas. So he went and read, and they went out and bought the kids a bunch of toys. And I thought, you know, here he is dying, but he's still thinking of others. You know, that's one thing.
I'll say a few things about my dad. I loved him dearly. Remember all the years I went going fishing and camping. Let me ride my mini bike behind him out here in the country by the cemetery. He'd be driving his truck, I'd be riding my mini bike behind him. All the jokes and things he used to prey on people. Yeah.
I comes up with a joke that he might laugh at, and it's after like, you stinker winker.
I remember one year when we were at Grandma's for Christmas, we were all playing bingo. And I didn't know he did this until after Chris unwrapped the gift of a toilet brush. This is one of Dad's joke gifts. But I'll miss him dearly all the years. He kept me busy. You wouldn't think we'd have much to do around the house, but he always found things for us to do. But, That's all I have to say. I love my dad dearly and I'm gonna miss him a lot.
My kids. I remember Uncle Juan, Brenda and Brent had to always go out there and clean up that dog doo-doo. It's all dirt. That impressed them. You guys do that.
Okay, I'll get up and say something. I can. I just growing up. Anyway, because we lived in Esparto and because we lived with my grandmother, and he would come over early in the morning, bring us donuts and candies, and we were always excited to see him and visit with us, and of course, his sense of humor. And then when we go to our grandma's house, a lot of times we'd be taking a nap, maybe late in the afternoon, and he'd let us work on him to play doctor. And we going to get this toilet paper, get all wet. Be able to doctor up his legs with these little wet paper towels. And he'd just lay there on the sofa watching his TV program and drinking a soda, and let us work on him. And and I'm trying to think how old he was in this. But anyway, he was definitely a great uncle and will dearly be missed, and funny and jokey and there for us, and a wonderful man.
So if there's nobody else, I guess one thing, did anyone want to eat any more of the food? I was thinking about the macaroni salads as far as putting them in the refrigerator or that kind of stuff. So if anyone wants to,
I'd like to say something.
oh,
From the hindsight of it all, I know it seemed like he retired. After he retired, he started having health issues and stuff. But your family, your mother, you, Michelle, Lil Ron, Brent, and he always raved about the kids, Freddie, and Lil Ron the third, I believe, and then Ethan and Ellen. Ella, that's close. But
Thank you for taking such good care of him.
because he was really proud of all of you.
He loved us
Yeah.
so much.
We could see the love. But I think it's really important that you guys know that. And then, like he said, he's in a better slot. He's with Grandma and Popo. And
His real dad.
yeah, his real dad. I'm sorry, was it Kel? Yeah. And he's I know he left this world as a 49er fan, and now he's got a front row seat.
Yes, thank you, everybody, for being here.